Good morning, students. In our today's video, we are going to cover the further part of our this chapter. Our next point was prejudice. Till attitude, I have explained in the earlier videos. So prejudice is what, students? It is actually an idea or whatever opinion you have and which is not based on fact और लॉजिक मीन्स किसी भी फैक्ट और लॉजिक पे आपका कोई मीन्स वट एवर आइडिया यू आर हैविंग बट दैट आइडिया इज़ नॉट बेस्ड ऑन सम फैक्ट और लॉजिक और एक्सपीरियंस. So prejudice is considered a negative attitude. Prejudice is what? It is actually considered a negative attitude. Why it is considered a negative attitude, students? Because actually without thinking, if you are giving your opinion and if your opinion is not correct, is not based on some logic, then it is considered as a prejudice. And actually prejudice is a negative attitude, especially when it is related to hatred or intolerance for certain group of people. Prejudices are partly due to culture and partly due to personal preferences. Means when prejudices happen, it happens because due to the culture. Now due to the culture over here means what? Suppose in some families there is a culture that they speak against something, or they are having some negative attitude towards a particular thing. So that depends upon their culture. And partly due to personal preferences. Here personal preferences means our own preference. So when we act on our prejudices, then it becomes discrimination. Whenever you think that and you think according to a prejudice means you discriminate something, it is good or it is a bad. So when we discriminate, we make decisions without trying to find out all the necessary information about the person or the group that we are judging. In this example, let me tell you. See, prejudice basically means what? Whenever you don't know anything about any particular person and you have some negative attitude about him or her, then what will happen? You will definitely try to discriminate him or her. And discrimination means what? आप उसके लिए अपने अपने decisions बनाओगे and without trying to find means बिना कोई सही information जाने बिना you will try to make some decision about the person या फिर कोई group of persons के लिए that we are judging. I hope you have understood the meaning of prejudice. Some examples of prejudices are social status, gender bias. Many people are gender biased, no, that for male and female they are gender biased. Our attitude towards specially abide people and antipathy towards a particular religion or a particular group. Means we have some feeling about a particular region or a particular group. So when we categorize people, we do not consider them as individual. Okay, we overlook their individual qualities and therefore fail to understand and appeal to them. Communicating with a person based on our prejudices reduces our chances of having a successful communication and producing desired results. Therefore, while talking the goal, while talking means whenever you talk, your goal should be what? Your goal should be to view every person or situation with a new perspective. Means whenever you try to talk with some person, you should have your own new perspective. It should not happen that you have already some feeling about this person from through some other people. So अपना खुद का एक perspective होना बहुत ज़रूरी है. In spite of the preconceived notions about them, whenever you talk to any new person, you should always have your new perspective. Example, it is a common prejudice among people that women are not physically as strong as men. It is a prejudice. Many people consider that women are not as physically strong as men. Today, however, women have proved this notion wrong and are excelling in physically challenging fields like military, law enforcement, sports, etc. Okay. Next is environment. Do you speak to your parents in the same way that you do to your friend? Are you formal while talking to the people you know well? The answer to these questions would be definitely no. All of us communicate differently in different environments. For example, some students hesitate to voice their opinions in the classroom. This is very clear to you. Many times it happens, no? You have some views in your mind, but you are very hesitant to express your views in the classroom, while others thrive on the attention of their classmates. Therefore, while some students enjoy and learn more from classroom discussions, the shy students do not speak up in the class. Many students you must have seen, no, they really enjoy, they speak up whatever come to their mind. But the students, those who are shy, what happens with them? They never speak a single word in the class. Even if the teacher will make them stand up and ask them several times, but still they won't speak, though they might be knowing the answer. So if the teacher talks to the shy students personally, they are better able to convey their problems and opinions. If I talk to you, talk to any particular child personally, if he or she is very shy, he may give response to me in personal. Recognizing how the environment affects your communication with others helps you to understand why someone might be communicating in a particular way. This understanding further helps you to create or choose an environment that is conducive for the specific communication. For example, in the above example, if the teacher knows her student's personality, she can hold fruitful discussions in the class and also give personal attention to the shy students. This happens with many of us. What happens whenever we are teaching something, so when we enter the class, we know all the children. For example, especially when I go to the class, I know most of the students. So when we ask any particular question, and if I know that the child is shy but he is not able to speak up, then many times what do? I make that particular child stand up and try to question him so that he speaks out something. Feelings. There are two ways in which your feelings can influence your communication with another person. The first one refers to the way how you feel on a specific day. If you are feeling well, you will communicate as usual. Whenever you go to the school, many times happen, no, in the morning you are not feeling well, but still definitely you can't take leave from school. You have to go to the school, but you are in that case, what will happen, students? You are not able to communicate as usual as you communicate in other days. And if you are feeling sick, or suppose your mood is not good, so you will talk differently. Since your well-being changes, because you are not in a good mood, you are sick, so what will happen? Your mood will change. It transforms your way of communication on a particular day. Imagine your teacher snubs you and your friend comes to discuss her weekend plans with you. Okay, how would you react? Do you generally respond the same way to such requests from your friends? Or your friend, however, may end up feeling hurt. Definitely your friend will feel what? He will feel hurt for that. Therefore, if you are finding it difficult to communicate due to illness or other physical or mental stress, acknowledge it. It will help others to understand that the change in your communication style is due to your illness or stress. Understood the meaning? So, whenever you are not keeping well, you should always acknowledge to the person whom you are talking. Why? Because then the person will understand why there is a mood swing in your behavior. The second aspect related to feelings refers to how you feel about a specific person. When you genuinely like someone, you communicate with him in a very positive way. ऐसा होता है ना, समटाइम्स इट हैपन्स, कोई आपका बहुत अच्छा बेस्ट फ्रेंड हो, सो आप उससे बहुत एकदम पॉजिटिव वे में बात करोगे. सो हाउ एवर व्हेन यू इंटरैक्ट विद समवन, ऐसे भी तो दोस्त होते हैं ना क्लास में जिनसे आपको बात करना बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं है, यू डोंट लाइक देम. सो विद दोज पीपल व्हाट यू विल डू, योर स्टाइल एंड बॉडी लैंग्वेज विल डेफिनेटली change. Next point is beliefs. Our beliefs form a vicious cycle. जो हमारी belief होती है ना, they will form a vicious cycle like this. Our unique perspectives with which we interpret any message or event stems from our belief system. Beliefs shape our behavior. What happen? Belief से क्या होता है, हमारा behavior shape up हो जाता है. ठीक है? When you are having a particular belief about someone, so your behavior will change, which in turn affects our communication style. So what will happen when your behavior changes? Your communication style will definitely change, and our communication style elicits responses from others and determines the results of an interaction, and the reactions further reinforce in our beliefs. That will be your result. Take an example. Rohan believes that nobody likes him. Okay. Due to this belief, he does not trust anyone and stays aloof. He usually behaves aggressively because he thinks that this is the only way to show his resentment towards others. Because of this behavior and communication style, people avoid interacting with them. This response reinforces his belief that nobody likes him. Understood the example? Rohan is of a belief. Rohan thinks that nobody likes him. Okay. Because of this belief, he is not able to trust anyone. Okay. अगर वो किसी को trust नहीं करता है, then definitely he tries to stays alone. He usually, जैसे ही अगर आप अकेले रहते हो ना, you will behave very aggressively because what Rohan is thinking that this is the only way to show his resentment towards others. But because of this behavior and communication style, people are trying to avoiding him. लोग उसको avoid कर रहे हैं. This response reinforces his belief that nobody likes him. उससे क्या होता है, उसको और ज़्यादा लगने लगा है कि कोई मुझे like नहीं करता. Therefore, the belief system is a vicious cycle that repeats itself. Unless we make a conscious decision and put in disciplined efforts to change it so that we can think, behave, and communicate in a better way. Moreover, a change in how we act and communicate will change the way other people treat us. Dr. Eric Bernays' theory on transactional analysis aptly describes the effect of our belief system on our behavior. क्या डिस्क्राइब करता है? हमारे बिलीफ सिस्टम को हमारे बिहेवियर पे डिस्क्राइब कर रहा है. दिस थियोरी आउटलाइंस हाउ वी ट्रीट आवरसेल्व्स, हाउ वी रिलेट एंड कम्युनिकेट विद अदर्स. डॉक्टर बेरेन हैज़ प्रपोज्ड 4 लाइफ पोजिशंस. उनके क्या है? 4 लाइफ पोजिशंस है जो कि हमको ईच वन ऑफ अस में टेक इन अप्रोचिंग दैट ईच ऑफ अस में टेक in approaching any interaction. Now what are his 4 life positions? Just see. The 4 life positions are what? I am okay, you are not okay. I am okay, you are okay. I am okay, you are not okay. I am not okay, you are okay. So these life positions represent combinations of one's attitude about oneself and the other people with whom he is interacting. For example, I am not okay. I do not believe it. My opinions and discussions. ठीक है. And next is you are okay. I think you are superior and you have better judgment than me. Therefore, when you approach a situation with the life position I am not okay, you are okay, you begin by putting yourself in an inferior position. इससे क्या होगा? अगर आप अपने आप को सोचोगे कि I am not okay, so you will put into yourself into a very inferior position. You hesitate to express your opinion or refute others' claims, thereby not contributing to the process in any meaningful way. The following diagram depicts the communication style, behavior, and possible outcomes of interactions when one approaches interpersonal situations with each one of these life positions. देखो, I am okay, I am not okay. I am okay का मतलब क्या है? I am okay, you are okay. Communication style is what? Assertive. Behavior, clear and calm tone. इसका outcome क्या होगा? Most productive. So when you use this, your outcome will be most productive. अगर same way if you are using this I am not okay. Communication style passive, definitely nervous. Behavior will be hesitates to assert the ideas, puts inadequate efforts. Outcome not productive. So accordingly you have to think what you have to say. I am okay, you are not okay. Communication style aggressive. Behavior loud and angry. आउटकम नॉट प्रोडक्टिव. अगर आप बोल रहे हो कि आई एम ओके और आप सामने वाले को बोलोगे कि यू आर नॉट ओके, दैट मीन्स योर बिहेवियर कम्युनिकेशन स्टाइल इज व्हाट? एग्रेसिव एंड योर बिहेवियर विल बी लाउड एंड एंग्री. आई एम नॉट ओके, यू आर नॉट ओके. कम्युनिकेशन स्टाइल पैसिव एग्रेसिव. योर बिहेवियर इवेट्स कॉन्फ्लिक्ट. डेफिनेटली आप कॉन्फ्लिक्ट कर रहे हो. डज नॉट एक्सेप्ट फॉलो द ग्रुप डिस्कशंस, ग्रुप डिसीशंस. Outcome was again not productive. So students, only this much is there in this chapter number 3. With this we have completed this chapter number 3. Please read the chapter and try to solve these exercise. Everyone, fill in the blanks. All these fill in the blanks are quite easy. See, dash is a negative attitude, especially when it is related to hatred or intolerance for certain group of people. What is the answer? Prejudice. Then dash is a mindset that decides how an individual perceives an idea or a situation and responds to it. Attitude. Our dash also serves as a caution, our past experience. Then fourth one is a person with I am okay, you are okay. ये सब क्या है? Life positions है. Has and dash communication style. This is what? Assertive. Assertive type of style we are using. When we dash people means when we categorize people, we overlook their individual qualities and therefore fail to understand and appeal to them. So this was all the answers I have read also for you for fill in the blanks. Now write two instances where your perspective has influenced your behavior towards a classmate or a friend. अब ये आंसर आपको अपने आप लिखना है और प्लीज़ जब अपने आप आंसर लिखोगे ना, डोंट सेंड मी ईच वन ऑफ यू पर्सनली ऑन माई पर्सनल नंबर, क्योंकि देखो ये आप अपने मन से लिखोगे, योर आंसर विल बी करेक्ट ओनली. आई नो यू विल नॉट राइट डाउन एनीथिंग रॉन्ग एंड प्लीज मेक श्योर दैट बीइंग अ क्लास 9 स्टूडेंट यू शुड बी एबल टू राइट इट डाउन. This is no answer that I am not going to send it to you, because it is you have to write of your own. Two examples where your perspective has influenced your behavior towards a classmate or a friend. Has any of your past experience affected your communication with others? State how it affected the outcome of the communication. Even this answer you are also going to write down of your own. How does the environment affect communication? Cite an example. This answer you will clearly find out in the textbook. Surbi and her friends are debating about an artwork. Some of them think that it is a jungle scene, while others perceive it as a life journey of a person. Which factor is influencing their perspective towards that artwork? So please do these answers, everyone, and complete your work. Okay? Thank you for watching. Take care of yourself.